Yeah. Oh, so that's gonna be okay. Cool. It's on there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
Awesome. Oh, beautiful. I like that.
there. We'll do the official starting soon. I gotta make sure the new phone's all prepared.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because do you have notes on there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So I got the notification. All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. R4 Cents round 44 has begun.
Oh, beautiful. We're back. Welcome. Welcome.
You're back.
Yeah, for my little hiatus,
Yeah.
little vacation to get away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Gary, for stepping in
Yeah.
last week to co-host. That was nice of you.
Yeah. I
Good
enjoyed
job.
that.
I had a good time listening to that, being on the other side of the.
Yeah, I was thinking about. Well, it's gonna be weird. Like I don't know how we would pull it off that you would do one without me because it's at my house.
Oh right, yeah. I would just take the week off. I'd be absolutely fine with that.
Yeah. So first guest host, keep the content rolling.
Well, no, that's not true. We've had a guest host before.
No, just
Oh,
or a co-host.
yes.
We've had We've had a guest on. We had Mike on,
Yes, right.
but not just. It was the first, not you and me.
Yeah, so that was cool of Gary to do it. I felt bad when he had that coughing fit.
Yeah.
Um,
That was so funny. I was like
I felt bad for him because
Yeah.
it sounded bad.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things like you try to suppress it and it just gets worse because of that, you know?
You're like, I think if I hold it in, it'll go away.
Yeah, if he hadn't been thinking about it probably would have been fine. But I'm sure it was in his head. I didn't really talk to him about it all that much, but
No, you don't want to pour salt on the wound.
no, I mean, yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but it was kind of funny.
I did.
Yeah,
get
it made me think of like laughing in a church or a library.
Yep.
It's like those places where you're trying to suppress the laughter, and it just makes shit so much funnier.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened with Gare, you know. But he bounced back, so that was
Yeah,
that
he
was good to
recovered.
see.
Little
Yes.
H2O saved the day.
Yes, and yeah. So I was on vacation. I didn't watch a single shot of the last tournament. So
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna need
lucky.
you yeah.
You're lucky. No, not lucky that
Valero,
you missed
yeah.
it. I actually ended up watching a decent amount of golf on like over the weekend.
Okay.
And it wasn't just the Valero, but I did watch the Valero, and it was cool because the top chunk of the leaderboard was just like people that were trying to get into the Masters.
Yeah, so that's fun. That's like a little battle there.
Yeah, which I enjoyed. That was like one of my favorite parts of at least the Valero. So obviously JJ Spawn,
Congrats to him making
Yeah.
it in.
he spawned into the Masters.
That's pretty good.
I love that one. I've been waiting like all week for
Oh,
that.
yeah, right.
I just wanted to get that one in there, and I want to pull up the some leaderboards and stuff because I
Okay.
don't even remember who was really.
Yeah, I didn't see a single shot, so you're gonna have to do most of the information on the front nine here.
No, that's fine.
I'm ready for the turn. I want the turn in the back today.
Oh yeah,
I want to talk about my trip to Alaska for the turn. I want to talk about the Masters. Tiger just committed yesterday. This is huge.
massive.
Like I don't care about the Valero in any way.
No.
I honestly don't. But we're obligated to do a little something, so I'll let you jump in there.
Yeah, no, it was good. Like I think it was good. It's good for obviously for JJ. Matt Jones,
yeah, sure.
Matt Kutcher, Adam Hadwin, Troy Merritt.
Yeah, Cooch, that sucks that he's missing. Like he's
Yeah.
I don't know how many times he's been in the Masters, but it seems like he's there all the time.
The one I wanted to talk about was Bo Hostler.
Why is that?
Because I think he was like pretty high up, and he played,
Oh, we had a double bogey on a 5?
yeah, on hole
Okay.
14. Like you're coming in to the end
Yeah.
with a chance to go to the Masters. I mean, he finished at 10. JJ was at 13.
Okay, so it didn't. Oh well, yeah,
No, that matters.
that matters. Yeah, it hurts. I mean, he bounced back with a birdie.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I was watching him hit the ball everywhere. Like he was just all over. And
Okay.
it's like, he had like the pedigree, like the Texas, he was a Longhorn, like he had all this
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's got to be difficult because he was actually better collegiately than Scotty Scheffler.
Is that right?
And then
I mean, yeah, different guys.
I know, and like
they peak at different parts of
he's gotten the
their
awards.
careers.
He's gotten some of our trophies.
Bo Hostler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to, because I think we picked him, or I was like, oh, maybe Bo would be the one for the Keith Mitchell effect.
Okay. Yeah.
It didn't work. But like to get that close and then just be like, nah, nope, no dice.
Right. Yeah. It's a little.
So
tough.
that part for me was
It's a motivator though.
Other little pieces from it is Hideki threw in a WD.
I noticed that.
Neck.
Just by I would check the scores occasionally.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
see any shots, but
that
I
was
saw
a-
he withdrew.
that
I
was
thought
a-
that was a good call on his part, actually.
Yeah, but it was a neck injury.
Oh, that's not good. So you know what? I felt like he was thinking, I can't win this, so I'm just gonna
No, he's
bail
hurt.
out. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I was like,
I didn't hear like any reports. Yeah.
$0 on him. I would put $0 on him for the Masters.
Yeah, to come back. Did you see
His menu.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It looked really good.
Yeah, I think I saw it was Spieth. It was I don't remember the quote exactly, but he was very excited about the meal.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's like, I'm going in for seconds, and he's like, I'm from Texas, and I'm not supposed to say this, but he's like, the steak.
Yeah,
The
it was
meat?
like a Wagyu beef.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it
he's
looked.
like, that beef, best
Yeah.
I've ever had. It's the
Right.
best. It's the best.
Yeah, I'm sure it was fabulous. It looked like a good menu because he had some sushi on before as the appetizer.
Yep.
Like sashimi, I believe. I don't know.
You hit a good.
I saw that there was some nice cuts of salmon.
Yep.
I'm assuming that there may have been multiple types of fish,
Right.
but the salmon looked good. I'm more of a tuna guy myself.
And the
The yellowtail, but
I forget what the dessert was, but
it was a Japanese strawberry shortcake.
yeah, that sounded phenomenal.
Yeah, and
Just-
the strawberries were like white with red seeds. They had
Oh, that's so cool.
like they had, like immature
yeah,
strawberries. It seemed like that was my guess, but yeah, it looked really good.
So, all right, I'm over that. By the way, I'm over that part of the Valero.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
done. So actually, I ended up watching.
we're already talking about the Masters. And we're
yeah,
still on
and
the front.
I was like, in my head, I was like, this is gonna be
How long is it going to take until?
Yeah, well, this is basically gonna be the first of three, like
tangents that.
three. No, I'm saying like three podcasts that are basically just gonna be about the Masters.
Oh sure. You think this one? Well, the next one, obviously. Even after that, you believe?
Yeah, well, I think we'll still be talking about.
Okay, yeah. It's
But I did because I wanted to see Augusta a little bit, so I watched the ANWA, ANWA,
Okay.
the Augusta National Women's Am,
oh sweet.
and I was actually there was a lefty out there, Anna Davis, and I was like, "Come on, lefty!"
Yeah.
She ended up winning,
Oh cool.
and she was like 16.
Well, if this is the amateurs, then yeah, they're going to be.
Well, yeah,
younger.
but a lot of them are college.
Sure.
They're at like Wake, LSU,
Okay.
Bama, like
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
But she was like the most.
Oh, so
casual.
yeah, she's not even. Yeah, she's not close to.
She's not even in college.
She's probably like a sophomore or something
She
like that.
is, yeah,
Actually.
she's a
oh
sophomore-
damn, so
sophomore
that-
in high school.
Okay, I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, and she's from Cali, like super casual.
Cool.
She had like a bucket hat.
Oh sweet.
Yeah, a bucket hat. So it was funny. I think she's near where Tiger's from. I may be totally making that up.
Okay.
But she had a windbreaker on, like a white windbreaker, white bucket hat.
Yeah.
And so she wins, and she's like getting the award in Butler Cabin. She had a red sleeveless shirt on and black pants, and
Oh,
I was
sweet.
like, "Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch!" Like that, well done.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, didn't want to show it off.
Just purposely wearing the tiger outfit,
Had to.
but underneath.
Yeah,
That's
had
really
to
good.
have meant. But like,
Okay. Yeah, I love
I don't know.
that.
I just thought she was like super casual. Every time they were showing her, she'd like make a putt. She's like, do do do.
Yes, that's how do you like at 16? How do you have that?
You can't teach it either. That's
Right.
what's crazy.
Yeah, it's an important quality for a golfer to be able to
Yeah.
be calm under pressure.
Yeah, and then
It's
there was
very important, and it's tough to have.
and the reason I wanted to talk about this too is because when Gary was here, I was like, I was talking about like the LPGA and like women's and stuff.
Right, yeah,
And
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, while we don't talk about it, so I was like, I'm gonna start talking
Yeah,
about
right,
it. I
yeah.
want to start like remembering. So that was cool. And then what else was there? Oh, Waylon was this girl's name.
Okay.
I think she smiled the whole time.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
She looked like she was having the most fun out of
Well,
anyone.
she's playing at Augusta.
Right.
Of course she'd be like, yeah, it'd be hard to wipe a smile off your face if you're.
Even in the competition part of it.
Yes. Well, it's tough. If you're like playing poorly, it can still bother you a little bit.
Yeah.
you
She
know,
wasn't
but
playing poorly, but it was one of those like, man, probably not going to win.
Who cares? Look where I am, you know?
Yeah.
That would
and
be.
I just thought that was awesome. I was like, yo, good for you.
Yeah, good for her. That's cool.
That was like my favorite part of, I think, the whole thing. Oh, and Gary and I, our picks didn't win, by the way, from last week. I just remember.
No, they did not.
I just remember that.
Yeah.
I think Gary's didn't do bad. Streelman, I think he was up there.
Yeah.
And I didn't look at our team.
Well, I don't think anyone was playing. I think Hudson Swafford was the only person playing.
Yeah, he was like,
He had a shitty Sunday. He was doing fine. He was like he was like at like 23 or something like that, like 23rd place.
Oh, okay.
After
like,
Saturday,
he was not 2300.
he shit the bed on Sunday.
Okay,
I noticed.
that's what I
He went like
thought.
4 over on the day or something like that.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. They're Swampford.
Yeah, so that's pretty unfortunate, and our team is still doing fine. We're in a solid position.
And not too many people, I'm sure, had too many people playing.
Correct. Yeah.
So
We didn't fall back too much.
and then I thought 16 at Augusta was so vastly different looking from where they played.
Oh, is that right?
Because they were up and left
Okay.
of the normal tee box.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was just like
Oh
water.
shit! So so you're going over.
It's just like straight water.
Yeah.
And I've heard those greens are actually really, really tiny. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, so was the pin placement still at like bottom left?
Yeah, they still
For
put
like
it over
Sunday?
there. So it's still
Okay.
kind of the same. You could just put it up middle-ish. And
Yeah,
will
just let it filter right down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some good ones. There were definitely some good.
God, the Masters is coming.
I know. It's
We're so
right
close.
there.
The par
Oh,
three,
you know what?
The par 3 is happening right now.
I think they're on a weather delay.
Oh, okay.
So which is I'm a little okay with that.
Okay, yeah. Speaking of which, my buddy Dylan was there yesterday, and they got rained out. So, shout out to Dylan. When we get to the,
Okay.
you
And
know, let's just plow through the front nine.
Yeah, and
here.
we're gonna go to the end of the trophy, and I actually forgot our name. Anyway, what? That's a stupid freaking thing. I'm gonna
What's
change
wrong? Oh, the worst score.
it. Yeah, it's last week's. I don't want last week's.
Oh, damn. Yeah. I wouldn't have known because I didn't see the end of the tournament last week, and I didn't see any of
Forget
this
it.
recent one.
Well, disregard the one that's up on. If you're looking at YouTube, just don't even look. Jim Herman, Wyndham Clark, they were +6 on the weekend. So I went weekend first because I'm scrolling through.
Yeah.
And then, no,
I can't count the withdrawals.
Matt Wallace and Justin should have shot lower.
Oh, his name is lower?
Yeah,
Oh,
his
good.
last name is Lower.
Should have shot lower. That is, that's a good nickname.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda shot lower.
Yeah. So, they didn't make their way to the Masters. Bummer.
No.
But only one person in the field got to make that change.
Yeah, and I'm glad it was someone that was not gonna be in it. Otherwise,
Yeah. See, that's kind of lousy when it's the last opportunity and somebody who's already qualified wins the tournament.
and like it's such a weird tournament. I'm kind of going to the turn. This is gonna be like turn back 9 for the remainder.
Yeah. Well, see, for the turn, I do want to bring up Alaska because
All right,
I can talk about that for like half an hour.
Yeah. So real quick, the Harry Higgs is playing. I think Guido might be playing. What the fuck's that guy's name? Lee Westwood, Bryson, like all these guys that played in the Valero that are definitely going to Augusta. It's like you played 2 rounds and you shot like 5, 6, 7 over. It's like I don't have a ton of confidence.
No, absolutely not. Like Bryson, I'd be surprised if he makes the cut.
Yeah.
I would bet against him to make the cut this week.
So my team name for the pool, Broken Body Bryson.
Okay, you're still hanging on.
I'm hanging on to the Bryson name.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I've been rocking it every one because I did the Brooks
Bryson's Bombers or something.
yeah,
Like that.
and then beefing up with Bryson or something.
Yeah.
And then I did Brookson
Okay.
Dekopka or something.
Yeah.
I did the hybrid of the 2 names.
Okay.
I don't remember what one that was for,
Yeah, last year.
but I like that one. That was my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Shit, yeah, I still gotta make my picks. I hope I don't forget. So I'll probably make a point to do that right when I get home.
Yeah, and you got to pay the man.
Yeah, that's tough because I don't have PayPal or Venmo.
So you got to get Gary to Venmo.
Right,
Or
just
Tony.
give Gary the cash. Yeah, yeah, I'll get on that. I should text one of them.
Yeah. So, all right. So in the turn. Oh, yeah. All right. So turn. Alaska. Go.
Well, what? Yeah, what do you want to know? Just
How was the flight? No, I don't give a shit about the flight.
Flight there. I got middle seats both ways, or on both flights there. One like from Philly to Seattle, and then Seattle to Anchorage.
Okay.
Middle seats. On the second one, I was the biggest person in our row. I was these two old folks. And
Did they know each other?
Yes, and they didn't sit next to each other, so they plugged me in the middle of these two old timers.
That's risky.
I didn't know that they were together. They didn't even speak during the flight, but I saw them together afterwards, like in the terminal. And I thought to myself, why the hell didn't you just like offer to switch with me? But
Yeah,
clearly,
weird.
I mean, if one of them likes the window and one of them likes the aisle, and neither of them likes the middle, then
But that's always a risk.
How's-
You don't know who's going to go in the middle.
that's true. Yeah, and I don't think I'm a bad seatmate on a plane.
Yeah.
I keep pretty calm. I just sit there. I don't go to the bathroom. I'm like David Putty or or Jeff Green from Curb. I just sit there and stare straight at him. It's like I don't do anything at all. It's like, well, don't you want to read a book? No, I'll just sit. It's
Just sit here.
yeah. David Putty is like such an idiot doing that. Like I'm doing the same thing. It's ridiculous. However, on the first flight, the guy to my right was watching Catch Me If You Can on his laptop.
Yeah.
It's in my top 5 of movies. I love the thing.
All right.
I mean, it's
DiCaprio?
got DiCaprio,
Okay.
Chris Walken, and Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah.
How the hell are you going to beat that?
I don't know.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg directed, I believe.
We're not even in Alaska yet.
We're still in the airport.
We're still flying.
Yeah, we haven't even left the jetway yet. But yeah, so like he had headphones on. There were no subtitles, but I didn't need them because I've seen that movie so many times, and like I know exactly what's happening in every single scene. I know like line for line.
That's good.
So that was a good way to start off, a day of travel.
Yeah.
I got in late, but like okay, so yeah, got in late to Anchorage. First day, set out to do some fat biking, which is fat tires.
Yep.
You do it on the snow, slush, ice kind of stuff. My cousin Steven, shout out to Steven. He hosted me for the week. Yeah, he's like a tour guide up in Alaska, so he knows all the cool places. So
Yeah.
I got to see the good shit. He takes me on a fat bike and like through the trails of Anchorage. First day, right in the morning, and I died on there. I may have died out there. Like I might, my body still might be out there for all I know, because it was so difficult. And that's pretty much because I don't bike anymore.
The cardio was not there.
Cardio's not there. Like after a mile, I was done.
Yeah.
Like absolutely dead. He like toast, and he can go out there and do 30 miles no problem because he's just so used to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sorry for like we ended up doing like 6 or 7 miles, so I got into it eventually.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Steven, like I'm sorry, I'm holding you up. Like the uphill sections are killing me, and he's just like, we haven't gone uphill yet.
This is flatland.
Yeah, we haven't even gone uphill. So I was like, oh my god, like what's gonna happen here? So that was tough. And he's probably wondering like what have I gotten myself into?
I'm gonna have to carry this asshole back.
Yeah, for the week, But every time we went on like hikes, we went on 3-4 mile hikes, and I was actually cruising up the trails quicker than he was. So it was just like different skill sets. He's not used to hiking through the snow as much, like walking.
Yep.
But I've been a pedestrian my entire life, so like I've walked a lot, so I'm used to that. I'm just
classic biped.
right, yeah, I'm bipedal or nothing. But so I did better with that. But the biking was just not. I was not suited for biking, and I realized I'm not suited for mountaineering either.
Yeah, I saw that one photo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the
You
one I
sent
sent
one.
you and Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah, we summited that peak that day.
Yeah, which is funny because I was like, you guys are literally could not be further apart.
Yeah, Gary and Mel are still out in
They're in
Florida.
Florida.
So yeah, hello to them.
And then-
I'm excited to hear about your trip. But yeah, I'm in Alaska. He's in Florida. We couldn't be further away from each
Right.
other, in terms of being in the country still.
Correct. That's what I thought.
Maybe Maine, Hawaii. You might be able to do that.
That's true.
It might be, but I mean, we would have to look into it. So forecasters, if you're feeling like doing some math, check that one out for us.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm certainly not going to do it. So that mountain was flat top in the Chugach mountain range, and it was like the scariest thing I've done. Like hiking this thing, I was a little too ambitious. I was like, we're going to the top. We did an 1,816 foot ascent.
Okay.
So the trail was all snow and ice. You had to wear like little cleats on our shoes for the grips.
Yeah.
And it got so steep there at the top, and like other sections of it where you're like on the side of this thing, and like, the slope is like nearly vertical. Mm-hmm. It was terrifying. I was scared. And then when we got to the top, it was vertical. I was clinging on. Like I'm grabbing onto the mountain so I don't fall backwards. Because if you fall, you're going down like 800 feet without it's like a double black diamond. You look over and I'm like, I was too afraid to shake. That's how because my body was like, you can't afford to shake right now. So like, we're not doing that shit here. You can be scared all you want, but we're not going to shake, Like I wanted to cry, and like my body's like, well, that's not going to help either. So no crying, even though you want to cry, you're not doing it.
Frozen tears aren't helping anyone right now.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm quivering, like, just so scared. If you jumped off the head wall, you wouldn't hit for hundreds of feet. Like that's how steep it was. It was fucking crazy.
You hypothetically could have thrown a shootout and just glided yourself down.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it was that crazy. And like there was the people ahead of us. There was like 5 or 6. There were 6 of them. They all hiked the thing with skis on their back, and then they skied down this slope that it was terrifying to me. I mean, other people are just comfortable on the mountain. I found out that I am not.
So those 2 feet weren't really all that great, were they?
The 2 feet?
Yeah.
What do you mean, my 2 feet?
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, I
saying how great-
I'm here. I'm alive.
That's true.
So I did get down. On the way down, I had to like sit down and like take one step by step. It took me a long time. Like the descent was a lot harder than going.
Yeah, and I've
up.
heard that's usually the case. Is I feel like it's so much easier to just go
You're going forward.
and just go.
Yeah.
Like hypothetically, like if you're walking down an icy hill, it's so much easier to fall
Yeah.
than going up it.
Right. Oh yeah, it is. I mean, some people actually slide down to get down there, but like you have to take it slowly because it was a really far drop. And I was just fucking scared. I actually I did slip, and I fell 15, 20 feet just like trying to grab myself before going down the full thing. And luckily I grabbed on because I had poles too.
Yeah.
And it was just like terrifying. So we make the ascent. We're at the summit, and I'm like thrilled. I'm like on top of the world. I feel like I'm literally on top of the world.
Yeah.
And then like,
Oh, did you
3
see Russia?
No, I couldn't see it. I was looking.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
I saw Sarah Palin's hometown. Well, not hometown, but like the area.
Sorry.
Which is So
I didn't want to forget.
So I get up there. I'm still scared because I know that I have to descend too. But I'm trying to put that on my mind. Like, just enjoy the top. Shortly after we get up there, 3 different dogs get up there. Yeah.
Were they with people or they just...
They were with people, like just 3 separate owners. Like we're not connected with each other, but like yeah. So it's apparently not that hard.
Yeah.
So I was terrified. It was tough for me. But then there's dogs walking up. There's people that are doing it just like exercising in between errands and picking up their kids at school. Yeah. And it's like I found out it's the most popular trail in Alaska.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, not everyone makes it to the summit, but it's the most popular place. I was the biggest amateur on the entire hill.
Clearly.
Yeah, but it was. I'm telling you, it was
looking
terrifying.
at you like, You're right.
The last one was a dachshund. I saw boots taller than this dog.
Yeah.
It was just little. It was a long-haired dachshund, so it can handle the snow.
It's
It
like
wasn't,
Ezra.
it wasn't a short hair, but yeah, literally a dachshund climbed that mountain. And he's like, we were standing talking to the owner for a little bit. He climbs it twice a week. He's in his 60s, I would think, like the older guy.
Yeah.
And the dog's like running up and then running back down. And he's like, "Come on, like, because the guy trained the dog. He feeds him at the top. He's like, how do you get a dog to climb a
good.
mountain? He's like, you feed him at the top. So
That's
the dog
awesome.
like loves it clearly. Like the first two dogs that I saw up there they looked like mountain dogs a little bit. Like like they looked like. They're kind of made for that. But then when I saw the dachshund, I was like, I am a fucking, I'm pathetic that I can't get up. Like, it's
this
easier
is
for dogs to get up there.
They got 4 legs.
Yeah, exactly. They got an easier time, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I thought it was funny how scared I was. And like, yeah.
I mean, rightfully so.
Right. No, it was scary for people from Pennsylvania or, other parts of the country that don't see mountains like this. It is scary.
Well, it's not even seeing it. Like, it's one thing to see a mountain. You're like, oh yeah, mountain. That's cool looking.
Yeah.
It's another thing to actually go up to the top of that mountain.
We did not expect to go to the top. We just pushed for it and it happened.
Do you know how long it was of a hike? Besides the vertical, just like if it was a straight line.
Well, it was 4 miles.
Oh, so that's up, 4 down, or 2 and 2?
Like 2 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's still
I would think,
that's
yeah.
a good, especially going up.
Well, yeah, because I mean the thing is, like, we did 2 hikes the day before. They all kind of average out to 4 miles.
Okay.
Each of the 3 hikes that we did, and the first one, like, it was like an 830 or an 870 foot ascent.
Okay.
The next one was around 800 feet again, and then we just obliterated that with 1816.
Add another 1,000.
Yeah. So, and it wasn't like I wasn't too tired from it. It was just like it was the being scared up there. It's like luckily it wasn't windy. It could have been worse.
Yeah, that's true.